one. Another one. Another one.
Hey guys, it's Ayana A. Campbell.
And I'm Aaliyah Monique.
And this is the AI show.
What was the drag about it?
I don't know. I always like to switch it up, you know? Like,
yeah, you know, she don't tell me.
Every song is different. I feel like that's right. It has to be spontaneous.
That's fine. I didn't know.
I think we should go back to practicing.
Probably. As you can see, season three.
Season 3.
We're just doing what we want. I mean,
do we look more relaxed? Aaliyah said the last episode we were like,
like I feel like we're so like used to like being so like formal.
But what's the difference from, because season 2 we had a table that was formal.
Very. And now we're on a couch. So act like you're on a couch, sis. Not all like that, but
okay.
like, you know.
My shoes are already off, so I'm ready. Talk to me.
I didn't say that relax. I didn't say that relax.
Oh darn. Okay.
See, look at you. Just this type of relax is fine. What you doing right now?
This is not even relaxed. We look like
it
twins.
is.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to me. What's new?
Talk to me. Nothing's new. I just came to a realization. Not just actually.
You had an epiphany.
Yeah, I did. Social media is fake. Like, I mean, I've known that. What people post, I mean, like, when I say fake, I mean like
we only post the good stuff.
People only post the good. That's what I mean.
They post what they want you to see.
Exactly. Like there are some people who post, which I don't like. I don't like when people post like they're crying. Like, you know what I mean? Like they'll be crying or like, oh my day, oh my week. It's like they want sympathy. I don't like that, but I don't mind when people post like the actual like struggle, like, you know, opening a business or something like that, and they post like pictures of this is what it looked like before, this is what it looked like after.
Yeah.
That's
like
different.
Motivational
yes.
stuff. Okay.
But when people are just like in their car and then the tears are rolling down and they're like, y'all just don't know. And I'm like, and we don't want to. Like, and we may not want to, because if I see that, I'm like, you just asking for attention. So it's like, I don't even want to ask you what's going on. That's what I mean by fake.
That's the type of Instagram story. I just be like.
Exactly. And you got all the little lines and I got to tap through all of them. Like, seriously. I'm just saying, like, people post what they want you to see. And I get it because I have ideas of like, it might be like content that I want to like produce and create, right? So I'll think about it. I might go on social media and see somebody post something close to what I was thinking, not the exact thing, but I'll see it on social media and I'm just like, oh, well, I don't need to do that because they've already done it. Like, it kind of makes you feel like what you're doing isn't enough. That's how I think social media is, to me.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's always somebody like doing more,
and
then it makes you feel right, and it makes you feel like you're not doing enough. That's what I mean.
I mean, yeah, that's true because I am an actress, so it's like when I look at other people's journeys, I just be like, well, damn.
And you know what really grinds my gears?
What's happening with me? Like, what am I not doing?
Exactly. When somebody, because I host, so I want to do this full time. So I'll see people who are like entertainment correspondents or just hosts in general, or like doing like a red carpet event. And then they'll be at, you know, Black Girls Rock or like BET Experience, something like that. And I'm just like, and then the next day they'll be like, oh, it's my 23rd birthday. I'm like, damn, what did I do? Like,
the funny thing is, I feel like our generation, the millennials, I feel like we are, I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but I feel like we literally are like the experiencers. Like we lived through we lived through everything. So we were like the social media generation. So we were there from like MySpace to like everything.
There's a term for it because I saw it.
And then like I feel like we're the testers. Like,
because when we grew up,
everything.
There weren't like cell phones were just now coming out.
Right. So then
internet was just now coming out. So we grew up like half our life. It was like we didn't have anything, but then the other hand, now we're exposed to everything.
Yeah,
it's like
we had,
the generation,
dial-up, like,
exactly.
You gotta hang up the phone,
and like everything. But the generation under us is just everywhere. Like,
so like I don't know. Like, it's very
it
really
is weird because
because
now that I'm getting older, I'm trying to like you said earlier, you were doing like a cleanse. Like I tried to do that, but it's still hard. Like a social media cleanse.
It's hard for me to do a social media cleanse because I do social media for a living.
Yeah.
So like I always have to be on social media. I always have to check.
So what
Facebook,
is a cleanse? What does that mean?
So for me, from personally, because like, I mean, I'm looking at school stuff all day because I do social media for school. So I don't really care about what, you know what I mean? I know my job, but that's not nothing that's going to affect my everyday life. But social media cleanse for me, I'm not looking at what nobody's doing. I'm literally living every day as if I had dial-up internet. Like, and I had a Razr cell phone with literally no MySpace, no Twitter. Like, I don't even tweet, but like none of that. But like, I feel like Instagram pages for businesses they're great. They're fantastic because without an Instagram business page,
a lot of people wouldn't even
exist.
Yeah.
That's just number one. So it's great for exposure, but I just feel like it makes us, excuse my French, but it does make us feel like shit when you see somebody that's 23 and like they didn't even have to go to college.
Girl.
This is about to throw me off topic for a second, but I feel when I say that our generation's like the experiencers, my parents were like teen parents or whatever. So like me going to college, like I always wanted to go to LA after high school. It was like forbidden. My parents
You're
were like,
going to college.
you want to go where?
Right.
Like, where after graduation? Like, hell no.
Yeah.
I had to go to college. My brother, who's a rapper, my dad was like, oh, he probably only going to be in school for a year before he gets a record label deal. Excuse
Why he got that option, though?
Yeah, why is that an option? He said,
Why he got that
says it so casually to me, but like,
it's
that
really
like,
changing.
It kind of hurts my feelings. Like, I love my little brother, and I'm like his biggest fan, but like,
but
it kind of like hurts my feelings.
The fact that he has the option of, or it's like you can go to college, but you don't have to stay all 4 years.
Yeah, like
that's what it is.
Right, like he like, honestly, if he had an offer today or tomorrow, he wouldn't even go. My dad was like, oh, I've been telling him just to go to community for a year because he's not going to be there for long. Like, it's like casual.
5 years ago,
I was like, when I wanted to do that,
first
it was
of all,
like,
it's more than 5 years. We old.
Yeah, we graduated 7 years ago. Yeah. So I'm like, what? Like, what? No, so high school, I graduated 11 years ago in June. So then, 11 years ago, it was a hell no.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
So I feel like our parents, I feel like are experiencing it too. Like they're like, oh, you don't have to go to school. Really? But I told you that 11 years ago. I told you that 12 years ago.
And the thing is to like, we switching the topic. Now we on school, whatever.
But
I just feel like it's the same thing.
Because our parents got social media, so they see it.
Y'all see it. Y'all see what's going on. I'm like, I don't even remember, like, you know how people are like, oh, I was the first in my family to go to college. Or I didn't have that burden, but I still felt the need to like, oh, you going to college after high school. Like, my mom's a lawyer, my aunt's a nurse. My aunt's a nurse. I have uncles that would, like, it was like a unwritten rule that like you go. And I'm glad for my experience. Like, I met the best of my friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I regret going to college, but I don't think that's like you have to go.
It pushed what you're saying, it kind of pushed our journey back. So when we see like these 23-year-olds like starting businesses and stuff,
and they've
already
multiple businesses because
21.
Y'all graduated, you graduate 18, maybe 19.
Yeah, they already know what they want to do because they've grown up on social media. They see
the opportunities because I didn't see people in high school
building businesses,
like being on red carpets. Honestly, like girls that look like me. I'm saying specifically building businesses, being on camera. I didn't see that, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to get a degree, and that's going to afford me the opportunity to do these things. Now you don't necessarily need the degree. It's more so the experience and like what you can do. And I'm glad if I do go to an interview and say, you know, I have a journalism degree, but they're kind of looking at me like, okay, well, could you read the teleprompter though? Like they're not really. It doesn't really matter.
It's funny because like tying into that, like job interviews are weird because sometimes they be like, your experience is more, but like I had an interview. Strictly every question was about social media. Like nothing was, and
Like,
that's great. And I like
schooling.
really
Yeah,
appreciated
yeah.
that because nothing was like, so tell me about a time where you had to overcome a challenge. How does that tie into your Twitter account? Like it
How many
doesn't.
followers you got?
Yeah, so
What's your engagement like?
it's
Like,
weird. Yeah, like
I'm
it's
sorry.
weird. But like I feel back to what we were talking about. I feel like they just know what they want to do earlier. And I feel like when we like 07, 08, 09, like I feel like it's not that
was
we
just
didn't
go to
know,
college.
but I feel
Maybe
like
we
you
thought-
had to go to college.
And we probably thought that going to college, because were you undecided?
no.
Lisa?
I never wanted to go there in the first place, so I had to find a major that I knew I
I was
wanted to
undecided.
do.
Like of course I knew like, oh, I want to be a host. I want to do on camera. But I went in as undecided, like maybe thinking that I would like pick up something else that I wanted to do. In turn, obviously, I picked journalism. But I'm like, I feel like I just spit a lot. I feel like we used college as like, oh, let me explore like what could be.
Yeah, but it was like
but you don't.
wasted
I don't
time.
think that you need school for that. That's what I mean.
It was
like,
wasted time. No, well, I meant you. I won't say it like
Like,
that,
oh.
but like I feel like, and this is with social media. You think when you see somebody 21 and they like, oh, I moved straight to LA from high school. Excuse me.
how, girl? Where you sleep, what you eat, how you live, how you
Yeah,
live.
like it's like my parents wouldn't.
I
have
want to
paid
do
for
that, but like literally, when people are like, "I moved to New York with the suitcase on my back and $500,"
and figured it out.
I'm
Taraji
like,
P. Henson, she moved to LA with a son
and $800.
Yes,
I'm
in
like,
her bank account.
oh.
Excuse me.
Okay,
In LA?
well,
It's weird. Like it really is weird. Like,
so at this point, I don't know if I should just be like, F it, and like, okay, I'll move to LA and then see what happens. But I don't feel like I should have to go through the struggle.
No,
like,
no,
that's the
because
thing.
here's the thing. Okay, so on that, so I think the cool thing about us, like if we really look at it, we went to school, so we like lived, honey, because you live by yourself. Like, well, you live with roommates, but like you.
But you're on your own.
Yeah, so you live. We have a degree, like so we have. The cool thing about us, we have Plan B.
Yeah,
That is,
we can fall back on some.
and not the contraception. We have Plan
We
B,
have
which is
something
great
to fall
because
back
like
on.
we have money in our pocket. Like we're okay to like go ahead and follow our dream and do whatever, no matter how late the start is. Look at Erica Jane.
I know. I really like her.
Yes,
I
45
really
and
like
getting
and
it.
she's just now really getting like popping. Like I mean,
Yes.
I've been watching Housewives for a while,
Yep,
and
yep.
they've always gone to her shows, but like she's doing bigger venues now, and she's literally like 45 years old. Like
Right.
she's
Like
living.
she said, age who?
She's living.
Like, yeah, that's
so
what
I
I'm
don't know. I
saying.
feel like social media makes it seem like the same thing where it's like people post like their engagements or they bought a house. It's like you have to.
Oh, don't rush into that shit.
You have to
No.
put an age to everything.
Yeah, like-
and that's what makes me mad, because it's like, oh, I bought my house at 25.
Yeah.
Oh, I got engaged at 22. It's like, why can't we just say we bought a house? Like,
Yeah.
why does my age
define the
define
situation.
the fact that I bought my first house at this age? And that's what I think when people make it seem like we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Cause like it's like, okay, I'm 28. I have a house, but it's
They
four of us.
probably ain't-
It's four of us
but the
living in
funny
it.
thing
But I
is,
still got a house.
Those
But
people probably are the people that didn't go to college because, like,
Oh,
for us,
probably
you're in debt.
at 25,
So,
like I
like,
wasn't even
you-
thinking about buying a house.
Exactly.
I was 2 years out of college. Like I wasn't even
I'm
thinking about
telling
that.
y'all now. If I didn't have my son when I did, my ass would still be up in the White House, and that is point blank and the period. Okay, I mean, me and Jamir and I we would have been 7 years in.
Right. So
we-
y'all probably would have had
We probably would have had a little
an
apartment, but
yeah.
it wouldn't have been as soon because he wanted to
'Cause
have a bachelor
You wouldn't
pad.
have had to move out so quickly because
Yeah.
you weren't having a baby.
And my mom didn't kick me out.
And I would have been, hey mom, I would have been right with that mother.
Yeah, like she
on
honestly
Lansdale
did.
Ave. And the
She
only
kicked me
reason we
out.
moved out is because it was like she was moving on with someone to
Yeah.
like I'm not moving in with y'all.
Yeah,
so
yeah, like,
I was
other
like,
than
okay.
that, I think I would have been fine. But,
Don't let social media rush y'all, okay?
yeah.
Go at your own pace. Like
Yep.
it's literally
Ain't
not
nothing
a
wrong.
marathon. Like I just saw a clip Charlemagne was talking about social media and mental health with like the generation under us. Like they're looking at it and they're seeing like, you know, people with plastic surgery and people with, they just look perfect, and that's what they're
That
growing
is
up in. We didn't have that, so I kind of feel bad for the generation under us because that's all they're seeing.
Yeah, that's all they're seeing.
Like,
so they feel like they have to buy a house at 21.
Yeah, they're like competing with all the, and I'm just like, it's not real, y'all. Like, stop.
Yeah, that's not real. Like, you can be a social media influencer, great, but like, it's very rare that anybody buys a house at 21, and you shouldn't even want that responsibility. Child, live,
Girl.
Go to Italy, go to France, go to Guatemala. I don't give.
Go hang with
where you
Lil
go.
Mo,
Yeah,
like heck with Lil
anywhere
Mo,
you want, like live
girl.
your life. Like, stop it. Stop looking at and stop doing the shit for the likes. Like, who gives a fuck? You got 1,000 likes, okay?
Oh, you turned it up today.
Well, I'm just saying, it like really grinds my gears. One of my captions one time was, "I don't do it for the likes. They don't like me anyway." Okay.
And I liked it.
Yeah, they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Guys, don't forget to follow. Be sure and to think she's only drinking water. I'm the one that doesn't have water. She go with it. Make sure.
Saying, I'm very passionate about this.
Very.
And I'm going on a social media cleanse for a week of my private.
If y'all see her liking stuff, DM me, because she's not supposed to be on social media. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. I said Twitter last time, but to be honest, you don't have to. I'm not going to respond.
But you can subscribe to our YouTube page.
You can. The AI Show on YouTube. We post full videos there. And you'll see us on social media. We stay on social media. But,
Great.
You know,
Okay.
Okay.
Tulu.
All right.